I'm not making much. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a problem. We jettisoned the rocket and it fell into the main fuel tank and exploded. There goes one rocket. Bye, rocket. See you later. Have one. Hello, Tycoon-A-Nites. This is Tycoon-A-Tron, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. That's right, we're back in Kerbal Space Program, right off where we left off, because, yeah, these, as I said in the previous 2 episodes, these videos are recorded in the past, and you're watching them in the future, because I've had to record a whole bunch of episodes while me and Casper go back to Australia to get married. So, on the last episode, we built this little awesome aeroplane. I love this thing, the Batwing. But it is really cool. I mean, I've literally just left off where we were before, but like we flew over the mountains and everything. We took the Batwing out for a run. Let's actually test out the drope chutes and the brakes. Brakes. Okay, so we're now going to drop down back to the ground, I think. So we'll just deploy the parachutes. There we go. Brakes off, and now we should be able to gear down. And can we actually control this at all? Or we can kind of control it. There we go. I mean, we could have landed, right? But we didn't. Oh, can we actually make this? Yeah. So, but anyway, we got all these like drope chutes and parachutes and everything on this little airplane. Oh, look, there we go. The parachutes are fully open. We can gear probably... Yeah. There we go. So we're just going to slowly now glide back down to the ground. And it's going to be great. We're going to land perfectly in this little airplane. We'll be fine. Can we actually retract the parachutes? We can cut parachute. Oh. Can we cut drope chutes? We can cut drope chutes, okay. But anyway, yeah, so what are we going to be doing on this episode? We're going to actually go back to the space plane now. There we go. We're not going to build a space plane this episode. We're going to build a rocket. Let's go build a rocket. Back to the exit out of here. Yep, the Batwing is going to stay there forever. Maybe we've got to make a different... Maybe in the last episode, because I'm only going to do 4 mini episodes of this. So I'm only going to be away for 4 weeks, about 4 weeks. So I'm only going to do 4 episodes. If you guys do want to see more Kerbal Space Program in the future, please do let me know in the comments section down below. And be like, we want to see more Kerbal Space Program. I mean, program? What are you talking about? But today we're going to make a rocket and fly to the place of the thing. That's a really cool cockpit, but that's not the one we're going to use. Should we make a space shuttle? No. We're just going to make a normal type rocket. Maybe there's no really interesting cockpits. That's the problem. I mean, there's these ones, but we use those ones. We'll use this one. We're going to be... it's a normal rocket, okay? So, here we go. I mean, if you guys want to see more Kerbal Space Program stuff, we could definitely do that, because, I mean, this game is incredibly awesome. What we're going to do, though, is we are going to actually put a... In between these sections, we're going to put a... what are they called? What are they called? The things that I'm thinking of. What are they called? Decoupler. No, that's a heat shield. Do we have to have heat shields? Do we have to have heat shields now? That's too small. I suppose we should have heat shields, shouldn't we? Can we attach a decoupler to that? I don't know. It's an structural. Stack decoupler. That's too small. We need a bigger stack decoupler. That's too big. That's way too small. This one? No, that's... What? Is it this one? Aha, there we go. Right, so we've got a heat shield on there. We got everything. We need to put a parachute on top. Where's the parachute? Parachute. Where are you again? You are in here? Right, where's the big... That's the big one. Right, there we go. 1 parachute. Like so. Now we would like to build a fuel tank. Where's the big fuel tank? Where's the big one? Where's the big orange one? There it is. 1 fuel tank right there. There we go. Okay, now that is not enough speed for my liking. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to put a big rocket engine on the bottom. Where's the rocket engines? Where's the big... There, the mainsail. We're gonna chuck a mainsail on the bottom, like that, and then we're gonna be like, we need some more thrust. So what we're going to do is get some decouplers. We're going to get these ones, the radial decouplers, like that, and we're going to put that many other little rockety bits on it, and then we're going to grab ourselves not a solid fuel. We're going to go liquid fuel. We're going to go liquid. If I'm going to the right thing, then we'll be able to go liquid fuel. This one, like that, like that. See, there's nothing wrong with this rocket. Wow. Okay. I've gone mad. Right. We will get. What is that? Drill-O-Matic Junior? Okay, there's all this other new stuff in here because you can do science and stuff now. These are all going to have nose cones on them. Ooh, fancy nose cones. Look at that. Like this. There we go. And they're all going to have... Where's the normally... What's that? A rhino? I like the rhino. The rhino's giant. Okay, we're not going to have a rhino. Yeah, we'll have this one, sure. X, can you... There we go, like so. This is one insane rocket. Okay, so now we're going to set this up for something that's called asparagus staging. I know it sounds asparagus. You like asparagus. That's what I have on my food for the lunch times. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? So yeah, this is going to be asparagus staging. But what we're going to do right now is actually put some struts on here to make it more... to make it stronger. So these struts go down there like that, and they're going to... from memory, struts break themselves when they when you go to like remove them. When you break parts apart, they destroy themselves. So that should be fine like this. But then we got to put some fuel lines in, and we've got to do the fuel lines in a way in which they all the engines feed each other, which is kind of... Where would they be? Are they in engines? Or are they in fuel tanks? I don't know where... Oh, hang on. No, I just saw them. There they are. External fuel lines. So what we've got to do right now is we've got to make... We've got to turn this on to... hang on. How are we going to... Right, we've got to do this manually. So this one's got to go to this one, right? And which means that on the opposite side, this one has to go to this one. Which means this one goes to this one. Like that. And then this one here. So basically we're going to connect all these rockets up together. And so they're going to pass fuel to each other. And then they're going to pass fuel to the main rocket in the middle. And what that will mean basically that the fuel that... The middle rocket won't start using this giant fuel tank until all these other rockets have dispersed themselves. So then this one right here, so this one goes into there like that, and then the same on the other side, this one goes into here. So basically what's going to happen is all of the rockets, when we fire the rockets, all of them are going to use fuel from this fuel tank until this fuel tank is empty, and then we jettison that fuel tank off. In which case, all the rockets... So we jettison that fuel tank off, as well as the engine, and then all the rockets start using fuel from this tank, and then this tank, and then this tank, and then all of the tanks should be... No, not on the rocket anymore. And we'll just have this main rocket in the middle, which will be... This middle fuel tank will be full of fuel. So now we just got to set up the staging correctly. So we just got to... chunk off... Yeah, hang on. We want all the rockets to fire at the same time. And then we want... Okay, so the first one that goes off, we want this one right here. Oh! No. No, that's not what we wanted. Right. We want... Now, this is where it gets hard, because we've got to go select the right one. We want to add a new one. Right. And then we want to move this one into that stage. And then on the opposite side, over here, we're going to move the other one, that one, into this stage. So then we're going to fire the rockets, then these two things are going to jettison. Then we need to do another stage here where these next two ones. So these ones have just gone, and then we need that one, like that. I don't know if I'm explaining the concept very well. Asparagus staging is not. Then we want the one on the opposite side, that one right there, to also fire at the same time. And then we want to separate these again one more time, which is going to be this one. And the other one. Where's the other one? Is it that one? It's that one. Right, that one there goes into this stage right here. So basically all the rockets fire at the same time. Then we jettison off this first tank when they're out of fuel, and then the next tank, and then the next tank, and then the last tank, in which case we then have got the main section right there, which will have completely full of fuel. I've just realized that we don't have any RCS. We will want RCS. What we might do is just break this section off here and chuck in an RCS tank right there, and then chuck that back on. And then we will want to add RCS thrusters, which will allow us to maneuver in space to this section down here. Maybe if we just mirror it 4 times, then it will be fine. One there, and then one up here like that. I don't know how well this will do at all. Is that even the right amount that we did? No, we only want to do it 4 times, don't we? Like that. So now there's only 4 RCS thrusters. I don't know how well that will do as a maneuvering, but that's this is just a proof of concept, right? This is a proof of concept rocket. Okay, so now we actually also want to do these landing strut things. They basically hold the rocket upright before it fires. So they've got these right there. So when we fire the rockets, they are also going to decouple. And so now if we go like this, and it's going to be called Spacecraft 1. Spacecraft 1. SC1. No. The TAT SC-1. TATSK. It's the TATSK 1. That's Tycoon-A-Tron space... Hang on. Space command. No, spaceship. The TAS. The TAS 1. Tycoon-A-Tron Spaceship 1. Okay, so there we go. We're going to save that, and we're going to go out to the launch pad. Now, this will show, hopefully this will convey the concept of asparagus staging to you. I have no idea if what I'm going to try and explain will actually work, but here we go. This is the maiden voyage of the TAS 1. So we're going to turn on our little SAS module, which should keep us going in a straight line. Then we are going to press the space bar as soon as we're going to throttle up to full throttle, 100%. There we go. And then as soon as we press the space bar, these will all decouple and all of the rockets will fire. 5, 4, 3, go! There we go. Look at them. They're all firing. They're all using liquid fuel from this right here. So these will be going down. Look, we see the oxidizer and everything. They should be going down. They're the only ones that are emptying right now, see? So then as soon as they're empty, what we will do is jettison them. And they fall off, and then we've lost some weight, but we've kept the same amount of thrust, sort of, kind of, maybe. Okay, so now we're probably going way too fast. I don't know. I can't remember how to space travel. Okay, we're just going to keep going. We're going to full throttle it, whatever. We're going to start trying to lean over a bit and going with the sort of angle of the equator. That means because basically the Earth is turning around. What's the Earth? It's Kerbal. Kerbin's turning around, so we need to now start going with the equator, and it helps if we go this way. Anyway, I'm not making much. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a problem. We jettisoned the rocket and it fell into the main fuel tank and exploded. There goes one rocket. Bye, rocket. See you later, Tats 1. So we're still going up. If you look at this, we can see our trajectory. Right now, that is where we're going to get to a height of 35,000 kilometers. 35,000? 35 kilometers. 35,000 meters. But right now, that rocket is gone. It's still got rocket fuel in it and everything, but we will have to wait now until we hit our apogee. Apogee? Is it apoapsis? It's our apoapsis. I can never remember the names of everything. It's our apoapsis, so that's basically the point at which we no longer start going up and start going down. We can watch this right here, and this will slowly stop going up. 2, 3, there, see, 4. See, it's slowing down, and now it's going backwards. Now we are falling back down to the ground. But we are currently, we're currently 35 kilometers up in the air. And there's the Kerbal Space Program down there, and there's the rest of the rocket falling back down to the ground. It's actually not that far away from us. I mean, in real life, that probably would have killed us, and everyone in this rocket would be dead. But, okay, so now we can actually we've deployed the parachute. The parachute is currently red, which is a little bit concerning. Oh, no, hang on. Now we can deploy, and the parachute's now deployed. We've got a heat shield on here. We should probably turn the spaceship back around into the actual oncoming heat. I'm a bit concerned that this is currently red. That's a little bit concerning to me, because if that's the case, then this is getting very hot. Safe to deploy? Unsafe. It's currently unsafe to deploy. Great. Cool. The parachute just got destroyed. That's great. So that didn't work at all. We got problems with our safety system. We got problems with everything. This is not a good idea. Right. Okay. So back to the drawing board. Revert flight. Revert to vehicle assembly bay. Right. Now, what we actually have to do to stop the rockets colliding with the main part of the ship is put some little thrusters on them that should enable the rockets to fly away from. So when we actually hit these things, separatrons. If we put some separatrons on here, can I zoom? Why are you? Okay, this is not the right. What's going on? The camera's all weirded. I want to zoom in. Can you go in? Can you go closer, please? Not up and down. What? Okay, this is gone all weird. I can't control the camera properly. Okay, there we go. That's kind of what... Yeah, sure. Okay, that's not exactly what it should be doing, but it's doing it nonetheless. Alright, so if we put some separatrons on here like this, and we actually angle them... Probably angle them like... this, right? If we angle them like that, they're little solid booster rockets that will fire. Can we make them... Oh, there we go. Look, we can do that. And then we actually need to go and do it on the other side as well. Just angle them a bit away, like this. So the Separatron should fire and cause the rocket... When they actually leave the rocket, they will... Where do they go? Hang on. Go away! I don't care if you're playing Robocraft. Alright, right now they're all firing in the wrong place. So what we now have to do is also move these rockets into the correct one. This one, where is... Okay, so this one has to go into there. And... Where, okay, this is okay, I'll be back once I've done all this, because this is going to take a while. Okay, we're back. I set up all the thrusters and everything like that. I've also put some extra parachutes on here, and I also put some air brakes on, just to see what happens. I have no idea. The air brakes are probably going to snap off and kill someone, but that's alright! So we got the TATS. Now this is going to be the TATS 2. TATS 2, let's save this and launch it. Let's go. We can do it. I believe in us. It's going to be the best, don't worry. Okay, right. Okay, here we go. Anytime now, anytime, it'll load, and then we'll be able to go into space, right? Okay, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Okay, here we go. The TATS 2. Roger. This is TAT command to Bill, Jebediah, and Bob. Well, you are go for launch, Roger. Roger that, Bob. You got it. I don't know why your name's Bob as well. Anyway, okay. Yeah, never mind about that. Okay, 5, 4, go. What? Oh my. How do we... Oh, hang on, we're not full thrust. I'm like, why are we moving anywhere? we weren't at full thrust. I'm like, okay, we're just hovering here. Okay, let's put SAS on to help us go into a straight line. Let's throttle back a little bit. I don't think we need to be going that fast. So we're just going to go up at a nice leisurely pace until we can jettison. See, they fly away from the rocket ship. There they go. Okay, it kind of works. That's what we wanted. Hopefully we've got enough things for our ship to now. Okay, it looks like if we look down there, it looks like we were moving sideways. We're not really though. Right. Okay. Roger that. We're about to go into the next stage where we're going to jettison some more rockets. Here we go. More jettisons. There we go. They fly away from the ship, just like they're supposed to. Okay. Now, if we get to about 15,000 kilometers, I hope. Then we should start to turn. It doesn't look like we're... I think we can give it a bit more oomph. We can go a bit more oomph right now. I can hear things exploding below us as they smash into the ground. Okay. There they go. Now we'll just start moving over to the side a little like this. Okay, like that. And start getting some lateral movement. It looks like the parachutes are about to catch on fire again, which is not great. I don't know why they... maybe they're just saying you shouldn't deploy them yet. I don't know. I have no idea if that's what that's saying. But anyway, okay, so we're going with last rocket. So now there's only the fuel that's left in this tank with the big rocket. Okay, so if we go back out to the map, let's have a look at how far are we up? 90, let's go to 100, I suppose. Okay, right. Okay, we're going to cut the engines. That's probably a good idea. So we've got no engine left, right? Right now, we're just going to be continuing up until we hit the top now. We can add a maneuver point. And we can make the maneuver point actually move it out. You got this little cool little tool. And now we can have a look. And we've got currently, we've got 50. We want this to be, we want this to kind of switch around the other way like that. So now there should be roughly the right. Okay, so there we go. We got that. Did I actually put a maneuver? I did. So now we just got to line these little things up right here. If I point this towards here, then we've got to make 1,494 meters of thrust. We've got heaps of fuel left, so this should be okay. I might be able to... I'm just going to turn RCS on so we get a little bit of help from our RCS thrusters that we put on here. So currently in 1 minute, we have to do a burn of 1,494. So we can actually just go into time warp like this. I can't remember the buttons for time warp. So we got an estimated burn for 46 seconds. So we should actually... We shouldn't have done that. We should have definitely not pressed the space bar and done that at all. That's okay. So now we've got no hope. I've just accidentally jettisoned the rocket. I pressed space bar. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh well, we can see how this thing works. Look, we'll just turn the brakes on. Can't we double tap and the brakes lock on? There we go. Brakes are on now. That should slow us down as we go through the atmosphere. I'm pretty sure all those brakes are going to snap off. Let's turn this off. So now we're just going to career back down into the atmosphere, which is going to be great. I'm going to turn that back on. There we go. Yeah, so that was supposed to show you how to get into space, but I accidentally pressed the space bar instead. Let's just go time warp here. There we go. Okay, so now we're going back into the atmosphere, so the time warp has stopped us. So hopefully these I'm pretty sure the brakes are not going to work. Can we not jettison these, please? I don't know how to do that. So we're going back through the atmosphere. We'll start burning up, and I'm pretty sure all these things are going to snap off. I think. Should we deploy the brake? We'll get through the atmosphere first, and then try and deploy the brakes and see what happens. But I'm pretty sure they're all going to burn off and snap off. And yeah, here we go. We're going through the atmosphere. The heat effects. There's no sound. Oh no, there is sound. Here it comes. Right, brakes! Should we put brakes out? Brakes on! Bam, we'd be pulling some G's right here. We would be pulling... Oh my god. Brakes. The parachute failed. Great. Great. All of the parachutes failed. And now we're going to just career into the ocean with no help of surviving, which is going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be the best thing ever. I hope these brakes slow us down. Okay, so we still got some problems with the spaceship on re-entry, it looks. I don't know why they just get destroyed. That's weird. Maybe if we have them on different, can we actually have someone EVA? Oh well. Yep, good work. Who are we currently? I think we're Bill. Bill just decided, no, I'm out of here. Okay, revert flight. Revert to space plane assembly. Oh, wow. Anyway, guys, I'm actually going to have to leave this episode here. We'll go back out to the launch pad and launch the rocket off again while I say hello. Goodbye. Hello. But yes, if you have liked this episode, then please do go ahead and leave a like. If your feelings are more complicated than a thumbs up or a thumbs down, then please leave it in the comment section. If you want to see more Kerbal Space Program in the future and you're not yet subscribed, then please do go ahead and subscribe. But this is me, Tycoon-A-Tron, and have a good day! We'll just fly off into the distance in our rocket ship. Getting all the horizontal momentum that we can. This time it's going to work, guys. This time it will work. We've got a new trajectory to get to space. It's perfect. What about launch those? Yeah, bye. They were supposed to explode like that. And so are these ones. And these ones. And these ones too. And then we'll go like this and jettison ourselves. The parachute got destroyed. But we're going to put the brakes on. Brakes. Slow us down, brakes. There you go. Thank you, brakes. You're the best. You kind of work. Anyway, guys, see ya!